I'm gonna get to the requests before we get low on time. This is from the Bronson Center for Learning.
New questions about your personal identity, such as race, ethnicity, sex, gender, and the social determinants.
It should take you about 5 seconds to realize I'm a... Oh my god, she's got her fucking pronouns on her name tag. Oh my god. Look, it should take you about 8 seconds to realize I am a white male. You know, it take you about all you'd have to do is ask me one question to get my sexuality. And all this pronoun shit is just plain pretend. Men cannot be women. Women cannot be men. End of fucking story.
Determinants of health that impact you will be asked at future healthcare appointments and when you're admitted to the hospital. We are asking these new questions about both your social and...
If my doctor asked me my fucking pronouns, I'd be like, can I get a different doctor, please? Because I don't want to be treated by this woke idiot.
Personal identities to deliver high quality and equitable healthcare to you and the communities we serve.
Oh my god. Do any of these people know what words are? You can't have equal outcomes in healthcare. Everybody's different.
To better understand what is important and meaningful to you and to improve health outcomes across groups of people and individuals.
Why do I think they're going to be like, the current healthcare system is racist? They only give the good medicine to white people.
These questions will include information about your race and ethnicity. We understand that asking these questions can feel intrusive and that
you should be able to guess my ethnicity in 1 second. I'm white. You're white.
asking them requires respect, dignity, and trust.
When I'm at the doctor, if I'm that banged up, my dignity is out the window. I will literally walk into a hospital, flop my dick on the counter, and go, why is it purple?
That respect, dignity, and trust begins with Bronson explaining why we're asking these questions and what we'll be doing with the information.
I don't care what you do with the information! If I need surgery and they start taking pictures of my butthole and they want to fucking ship them around to other doctors, I don't care that much!
Let's start by defining race and ethnicity. Race is a social concept and not based in biology.
So, the fact that Michael Jordan is black is just a social concept. He could be a white guy tomorrow. And no, in medicine, race does play a factor. Like, African Americans have a higher prevalence of heart attacks. So they make heart medicine specifically designed for them in mind. Because again, we are a little bit different. Not much. But again, when you're talking about something like a heart attack, well, hell, the little differences are Grand Canyon.
It was created to categorize people by their physical characteristics, such as skin color.
What would you call him? He's a black guy. He's a black billionaire, actually, if you want to be specific. Greatest basketball player to ever play the game?
Hair color and texture, and facial features. The legal categories for race have changed multiple times throughout our history. Historically, laws...
Okay, let's see. White guy, white chick, black dude, black chick, I guess Hispanic-ish guy, and an Asian bitch. Wasn't that hard?
And structures created either pathways or barriers to health and well-being based on those racial categories.
Oh my god, again, we only give the white people the good medicine. I get that a black person in America is very different and has a very different life than, let's say, a member of the Maasai tribe or the Maasai tribe. They're still both black people, though.
For example, someone who...
I have a completely different existence than somebody living in Poland. but we're both still white. How do we... We don't treat any group differently just because by their skin color. Again, was Barack Obama president, or did I just hallucinate for 8 years? And we love the black people. There'd be no Olympics without them. And they do what they're told.
They're able to access resources and the opportunities available to them. This will in turn impact their health potential.
No, it won't. You seriously think there's a hospital that has 2 patients, both with the same affliction? Let's say it's they're both in there for complications from diabetes. They're going to get treated the exact same. If all things are equal, of course, are they? No. The black guy's diabetes could be significantly less or significantly worse.
Because the truth is that in the past, actions were taken or structures were put in place.
Oh my God, this is getting to be 80 years ago! All these people are dead! Yes, did America have some systemic racism at some point? Yeah. That's been over for a long time. Almost everyone in this picture, except for maybe that girl and that little boy, are dead.
Today.
And those are Japanese. Yeah, we fucked them over, but we gave them money.
Like healthcare organizations across...
Also, you don't hear Japanese people crying about it. I mean, my God, these fucking idiots act like this shit is still going on. It's not! Okay, this was taken in 1900. Every one of these people are dead. They act like this shit is still going on. No, it's not! Were we a little fucked up back in the day? Yeah, we were a little fucked up back in the day. Then we grew.
United States.
You act like restaurants are still saying, sorry, we don't serve blacks here. Now, personally, I believe that business owners should have the right, if a white business owner doesn't want to serve black people, he should have the right not to serve them. Conversely, if a black business owner doesn't want to serve white people, he should have the right. Because guess what? The law of business, the law of commerce will make sure racists go out of business. Because in business, there's only one color that should be worried about. It's called green. I don't know. We must have all been collectively hallucinating for 8 years. Because I seem to remember a black man being elected president not once, but twice. After being a relatively unknown senator.
Dignity.
Again, the reason you might see disparities in healthcare is not because the healthcare system is racist. It's black people typically don't go to the doctor, and when they do, they don't follow the goddamn doctor's orders. It's like they're saying that the the maternal care, the fucking they're talking about how black babies have a higher rate of birth defects. It's, well, black mothers don't go to their prenatal appointments, and then they don't follow the pregnancy regimen. Just saying. Because when you're pregnant, you have to limit things, like, obviously, alcohol and tobacco, but also things like caffeine. And you have to eat a certain number of fruits and vegetables and all that shit. Remember, these are the same people that think black people are too stupid to get IDs.
Is that in our local region, families of color experience the loss...
Even though every time I'm driving, I see at least one black person behind the wheel, so...
...loss of an infant at 3 times the rate of white families, regardless of income level.
Oh my God. Yeah, because they don't follow... fucking... the neonatal shit. They don't go to their appointments. Also, obesity can play a factor in that shit.
We also know that income for people of color across the counties we serve is on average less than half of the income of white people in the same communities.
I noticed you left out Asian. Because if you did, the white people would be in second place. Also, it all comes down to job choice. And also, again, when a black child starts to take education seriously, sometimes even from their own family, they will get told they're acting white.
We know the goodness in each of us makes discussing the impact of racism challenging.
You know, here's the thing, and this is the reality of it. If there was some sort of privilege I have being a white male, why the fuck would I give it up? Why would I make my life harder? And by the way, if you had privilege just because you're a white bitch, you wouldn't give it up either. The reality is, there is no white privilege. White privilege is a fucking myth.
We want to start that discussion here by acknowledging Bronson's own history.
Oh my God. This is something I hate about activism. This is where you know it's bullshit. Oh, we want to have a discussion. We want to start the conversation. We want to start the healing. We want to start the discussion. Yeah, that just is code for let's just talk in circles for 5 minutes and then move on. 'Cause it's bullshit. That's also, and there's another phrase. When they say we're doing the work, it ain't work. Because work, you get something accomplished. Non-problems are just that, non-problems that don't need to be fixed. Oh my God, my point completely flew over your head. If you have a privilege, that means your life is easier. If you give it up, your life will by definition be harder. Why the fuck would I give it up? Like, females do not want to give up all the privileges society affords them. Because, again, accountability to women is kryptonite. Allie, that's complete bullshit. Black people are more likely to be given a job or get promoted because of affirmative action quotas. There are, of the police, of all the police departments in the country, only about 200 black people for the entire country are shot by the cops every year. How many black people have been shot and killed in Chicago alone this year? And the reason they have worse medical outcomes is not because the medical system is secretly racist and geared toward everybody except goddamn black people. It's because they don't follow the doctor's orders when they get home.
Bronson is committed to
well, yeah, but then again, black people commit a disproportionately high amount of crime compared to their population.
putting diversity, equity.